A grab your swords would be detrimental to them right here. So Ariel looks like the play. Ooh, baby. Look at that.
NANI?
What's up, gamers? This is savjz Amber Steel list. It's been a while since we played Amber Steel, so we're hitting it up again. He has plenty of songs. This is definitely a Steel song deck. There's 23 of them songs. Almost half of the deck. In 3 locations, it's got the Pride Lands. 3 Pride Lands. Let's go ahead and look at it as little pictures. It's got the Smee line. It doesn't have the hook for the Smee protection, but that's okay with us. It does have the Shift Cinderella line. It's got 4 queens into the 4 queen shift. It's got your heals for when your queens do their queen thing by questing. It's got the Robbity Bobbity shift. It's got bare necessities, rip out your opponent's be prepared, and lucky dimes, and fishbone quills. Just rip them right out of their hands. It's got lots and lots of songs, all to sing. It's got a fairly high number of Whole New Worlds, which is 4. And then it's only got the 2 copies of Grab Your Swords. Lots of people have been dropping these Grab Your Swords lately. But I think they're still pretty valuable, especially with the Tinkerbell, which savjz does not run any Tinkerbell. It's mostly consistent. You're not banking on a Tinkerbell to do her thing and ping damage places. You're banking on Cinderella to be big and do big things, and Ariel to sing with lots and lots of value. So let's play a couple matches, see how it goes. This is what we learned in this video. Number 1, Ariel may be a little mermaid, but she has a big heart. Number 2, Grab Your Sword isn't going anywhere. I think this card's going to be around for sets and sets. It's too good. I really like playing it. It won me the game, guaranteed. And then number 3, Woof, Ruby Amethyst is my weak spot. We get paired against a Steel Amethyst, which could be a very aggro deck, or it could be a very Jafar deck. We get the Cinderella for a 1-drop. Love to see it. We're going to throw back a Zeus. We might keep Benja for ink. We don't need 2 bare necessities. They're not going to be able to discard our things. Do we need Pride Lands now? Pride Lands seems like a do something later type of thing. We can keep that to sing, and we can keep that to sing. Benja can be our ink. We are getting rid of the Zeus because we don't need it quite yet. We want to find that off of our Ariels. We get a Queen, a Rapunzel, and a Whole New World. We take those. Do we get rid of the Benja now? I think we do, and we say, hello, welcome to the battlefield, Cinderella. There she is, the princess. The singer 3 with a magical dress and a song in her heart. She dazzled everyone at the ball. They put out the hook, which means we're scared, but we're going to sing Let the Storm Rage On to get rid of their hook. Uh-oh, something bad happened. Okay, there we go. Take out their hook there. We get another Whole New World, which is a bummer. You never want to see 2 Whole New Worlds in your hand. Do we... What are we betting on? I think we'd rather have a Queen than a Shift Robin Hood. Could they do a damaging spell next turn? No, they could fire the cannons, so maybe we just fire the cannons. I say we wait a turn and sing. So I think Queen might be our best bet, and we'll get rid of the Robin Hood here. It's too bad we didn't get a inkable card there, because we would have liked to keep the Queen and Robin Hood, because both of them have shift lines in the savjz deck. It's up to our opponent. Whatever could they do with the Steel Amethyst deck? For 2 ink, they'll probably play a Smee, but we just saw them ink a Smee. They baboom! So I definitely should have bare necessities to rip the baboom, because there she goes, ya girl. Bummer. I think we're going to have to ink her. She could sing Zeus, though. I think we'll put that there. They're nowhere close to a 4 ink. We just go on a little quest. If they have 4 ink, they can Zeus it. But I think we're chilling with this. They play Robbity Bobbity. We don't have any answer for the Robbity Bobbity. We get a Queen, but she's got to be ink. And we're pretty tempted to keep the bare necessities, but we should check to see if they have the Shift Robin Hood here. Which they have a Zeus, we get rid of that, and then they have 3 beasts. So if we hold in World next turn, it's going to be tough to get rid of 3 of your beasts. So we get rid of the Zeus, goodbye Zeus. And then we will quest because they'll have to trade it. And then they can't trade now because now we have 4 willpower. Because putting a character at Prime Lands gives you +2 willpower. So that's a good deal. If they want to trade, they lose. Their only hope is if they drew the Shift Robin Hood here. So we know that the other 3 cards in their hand is definitely Beast, and then they play a Min Fox. And that's not enough to take out the Prime Lands, but it is enough to take out Herd. They don't go that route. So we know they have a Robin Hood and 3 Beast. They ink the Robin Hood. Hopefully we get an inkable card. We get Cinderella. And then we're going to go ahead and get rid of 3 of their Beasts here. We get the Shift Queen, which we can't do yet. So maybe we don't even... They have a way to remove Queen, so we're just going to quest her. They would have gotten a way to remove Queen. Can Rapunzel do damage from location? No. It's from characters. I think what we did was a good move because we got rid of their beast. We got rid of 3 beasts, which is their draw engine for this deck. Doesn't look like they're running the Jafar things. They do manage to find the 4th beast, so we know that that is literally all of them. We are going to shift Queenie Poo here. Do they get to this turn? We get out a Robin. And a Smee. And ink one of your girls. Dang, that's crazy. Do we sing Whole New World to mess up what they're thinking about doing? Or do we just trade the Fox? No, because we like the shift line that we have here. And if we quest, do a damage, we can heal with Rapunzel. So I think we're set with what we have. They play a Robin Hood. They're down to 4 ink. They can still ink this turn. They ink a goat. Good. And we don't really know what they're doing. What deck they're doing. They sing Friends on the Other Side with their Mim Fox. I don't know who they could be looking for here. Grab Your Swords does massive damage. Takes out our Robbity Bobbity. And makes us so sad. Alright, we got lots of options here. We would have to have 5 characters on board to play Strength of the Raging Fire to get rid of Beast. So let's see. If we reduce her attack by 4, Smee takes no damage, right? So we go on a quest. She gets -4. He gets +4. She does 0. We'll go ahead and attack her. We will play our lovely Rapunzel to heal Smee or your girl. Probably just Smee here. We get 2 cards. We can go ahead and ink one of our queens. And we want to do a damage to the beast. We'll do 3 damage to beast, which would be a good deal. 3 damage to beast is okay with us, but that will get rid of the Shift Robin. 3 damage to beast it is. Then we pass the turn. Weird moves, but we're okay with it. Because anything they do with this beast will trade. Except for, of course, Pinocchio or Rapunzel and take out Rapunzel. That'd be crazy moves if we saw. They go ahead for the queen. That's a trade we'll take all day. They do the shift Robin Hood. They still have 3 ink to play with. They take out our Smee, and they do 3 damage to themselves. They gain 2 lore in that challenge. And they play a snake to bounce the shift Robin Hood. Weird plays, but okay. They're also going to play down the Robin Hood that they bounce back. The 1-cost Robin Hood. They ink it. They're going crazy, dude. And they play their own Smee. Weird things are happening. A Zeus would be cool here. We get a Storm. I think a Queen is more powerful here than Robin. If we quest, they would have to trade both into it. Not trade, but like they want to be able to do anything else. So that's why we quested. Overall, it's looking pretty solid. If they do anything with their Smee, if they exert it, we'll be able to take it out with Let the Storm Rage On. They play out lots of their hand. They play the Robin Hood and the Captain the Hook. They ink friends on the other side, which is good news. And looks like they're wanting to take out Rapunzel here. They do 3 damage to Rapunzel with their snake. And we'll see if Smee takes her out. Smee takes her out. They still have 2 ink left. We know all their beasts are gone. Now what else do we know? 1 Zeus. And 1 Grab and 1 Baboon. They still have lots of goodies they can do. They're targeting our Queen for some reason. They're looking at our Ariel for some reason. Do they have a cannons? We know that they can't ink this turn because we went first in the game and we've inked every turn. So it's not like they could pull out a smash here and take out Queen. Maybe they forgot they were playing the game. So we'll hit them with a Greetings. They forgot. A Grab Your Swords would be detrimental to them right here. So Ariel looks like the play. Ooh, baby. Look at that. We'll just have Ariel sing it. Detrimental, to say the least. Huge damage. We'll play our Robbity Bobbity. Do we do 2 more damage? That's only puts him in... Because he could snake it back to their hand. We're not too worried, and we're not too worried about getting 2 more lore. So we're going to pass the turn. But that was a heck of a top deck with Ariel. It's not a top deck. It's a 4 top deck. I don't know. He does go into the Ariel. And when we use Let the Storm Rage On, he won't be able to draw a card. Ooh, they do go for the bounce. Otherwise, we could have taken the Robin Hood and he wouldn't have been able to draw a card with the Robin Hood. So good for them. They hard cast friends on the other side. They ink a Queen's Castle. Love to see it. They have 3 ink. They could smash, but they play Rafiki. We're going to go ahead and take out Rafiki here. Right? We get a Bare Necessities. Love to see it. We will let the Storm Rage On. Just paying for it. We get a Zeus. That would have been a better thing to use. Pay for Bare Necessities. Get rid of their Zeus. We know that they have a Goat and a Robin Hood in hand. And that is 9 ink, so they'll probably play all of it. We'll use that for Robin Hood, maybe. Do we get rid of Goat and Robin Hood? They have 32 cards. Weird moves, but we're just going to go ahead and Zeus with Ariel. Get rid of it. And then they concede. There wasn't a lot they could do. And then we had Whole New World in hand, which I think would have been a poor decision to play there. But that's it. That's one dub with the savjz deck. Let's see if we can get the second dub. We get paired against the best deck in the game, the Amethyst Ruby deck. Could be anything. Probably not the gym build, though. Zeus is going away. Even though we could sing Zeus with Rapunzel, it's a little bit too far away. Having 2 of those is okay, but we don't have Cinderella. So I think we're going to mulligan pretty aggressively here to get a little bit of a better 1-drop or a shift line. Whole New World. Never like to see it. This is a much worse hand. High on inkables. Low morale. They ink a Pascal. Do they have another 1-drop? Is it the Rafiki? It is Mr. Rafiki. We can go ahead and ink our Strength of the Raging Fire and put down Robbity Bobbity. So they're punished if they quest. If they quest, we get to take it out with that. But we probably think that they're going to Snake or Pinocchio, our dude right now. We'll see what they got. Their options are Snake or Pinocchio. Or 2 more Rafikis. They ink a Rafiki and play Pascal. Wow. We didn't have the sight to see that. Do we care about him? Gosh, our inkable count is so low, we just have to ink him. There's no question about it, and then we'll play our Pride Lands. We're not going to quest, otherwise they can trade. For 3 ink, we'll be able to take out their Pascal or Rafiki, probably the Rafiki. I think it's a little bit more of a threat. The evasive isn't too scary. But 3 will definitely have to be Let the Storm Rage On. They quest Mr. Pascal. And they do 3 damage onto our Pride Lands. We could see them ink here and Mim Fox for the knockout of Pride Lands. Wow, look at that. It's Mim Fox to bounce back Rafiki and take out Pride Lands. Incredible value. We get your girl. Your girl's going to go into the inkwell. And then we are going to let the Storm Rage on onto their Pascal. What lore where? Never heard of her. And then we pass the turn because we don't want them taking out our sweet little fox. This is a squirrel. They sing friends on the other side. Seems like a common theme. They can go up to 4 ink this turn, which is rabbit territory. They play a Maleficent, which is almost like a rabbit, and draw a card. They ink the Gaston. That's a cool addition to this deck that not a lot of people play. It's going aggro with 1 Lord Questers. We'll just take out that this turn and play a queen. And again, we're not going to quest because that Mim Fox is scary. And we want them to think that we have a shift of something. It's a mind game. Francis. That was the villain's name in their Deadpool. They have 5 ink. Could be a Rush Maui, but why would they do that if we're untapped? It's a Queen's Castle for 4 ink, and they're going to move one of their characters to it. Hopefully they move Pascal, because you already know we're going to zap Pascal. We could also just take out the location here. Because it does 2 lore, yeah. That's too much. We'll zap the location and take it out with Queensy. Bummer is that we kind of need bare necessities to keep the be prepared rip from happening. So we're going to ink Rapunzel. They could Maui and clear board if we do that, so maybe we don't. Weird moves. They ink a Queen's Castle. That's good news, Bears. They play a Madame Medusa to get rid of our Robbity the Bobbity. And then they take out Queen with their very own Madam M. Fox. We can ink a bare necessities here. We will take out their Fox. Get a Strength of the Raging Fire, which we will ink next turn. I won't play bare necessities now. Get rid of their Be Prepared. And all we know is that they have a rabbit in hand. There's the rabbit that we were just talking about. They get to draw a card for turn and draw a card for rabbit. They have 2 cards that they can play with. Cinderella gets to come out to the battlefield, which is good news. Welcome, Cinderella. We can pass the turn. They could have Dragonfire, but they don't have any attack to take out her. It's Dragonfire or Be Prepared to take out Cinderella. Because Madame Medusa would only do 2 damage to Cinderella because she has resist 2. There's the goat for gain of lore. I won't lie, this is a tough matchup. They ink a Gaston, and they're probably banking that we're going a whole new world. They know. They put out a fidget spinner. We get a Queen. Is our only option to be aggro to, like, answer them? They go up to 14 next turn. We won't ever be able to take those out without damaging spells, which we've used 1, 2, 3 of. Grab your swords would be cash money. They got 1 card. Do they play it? Or is it the Be Prepared that they top decked? If they take out our Cinderella, all hope is gone. It's as easy as that. If they throw this goat into it and this fidget into it, we're cooked. And they play another fidget. Incredible. Ink Benja. And then we'll pay for a whole new world. We're really looking for a grab your sword here. There is grab. Grab lets the game go on. Do we have the shift queen? Yeah, we do. This means that she can take out the rabbit now and survive another turn. That's what we got. They probably got to be prepared here. So we'll see. If not, we're going to need Ariel to top deck a be prepared, or bare necessities to hand check. We've used one. I think we've inked two. We might have just inked one, but I think we've inked two this game. They have a Maleficent to draw a card. That's about the right move, otherwise Queen can sing big numbers. They can go to 8 ink this turn and play a Maui still, but they play the rabbit instead. They ink the Gaston. They really dislike that Gaston, apparently. Alright, we are looking for... Zeus is fine. Whole New World is... okay. Zeus is fine. Cindy should probably get to questing here, but we don't. We are just playing removal until they be prepared us, which is highly likely. It's very highly likely that there's a be prepared in our future. With only one down. There it is. But it's okay because we're going to get one lore next turn. They ink slightly. Do they have a 2 cost to play? You already know they have a 2 cost to play. It's Queen of Hearts Rush. 2 damage onto our castle. Not our castle, our Pride Lands. Leave our Pride Lands alone. Ariel comes out for the big reveal. It's a whole new world. Do we Zeus the Queen? We don't, because we want to save it for the dragon. We'll play our Robbity Bobbity, sure. I don't think there's any coming back from this. Do you think there's any coming back from this? Hit the like and subscribe button if you do. They could Queen and then Mim Fox the Queen for knockout on the Pride Lands. They can also do a whole number of stuff. They have 8 cards in their hand and 9 ink. Who knows what wacky combinations our opponent will dream up. It's a Medusa to get rid of our Robbity Bobbity. Oh gosh, they choose our Little Mermaid. 2 damage onto the Pride Lands, and here comes the Mim Fox to finish off the Pride Lands. Ariel. Find this bare necessities. That's a good deal. Zusu. We Zeus her, because if she takes out Robin, then she also dies in the trade. Quest. And do we bare necessities? Friends, get out of here. 2 Tremaines, yuck. Snake, rabbit, go. 2 Tremaines, yuck. Snake, rabbit, go. Terrible news. So we definitely expect to see the Tremaine here. We get to choose, so it's Ariel. Goodbye, sweet princess. We're at 3, they're at 15. Do we have any hope? Not likely. Find out on this episode of Dragon Ball Z. They have 4 ink to play with, which luckily isn't enough for Maui. I do think they could ink this turn, though. They're thinking about it. What are they thinking about? They could also double Mim Fox here. They could Mim Fox, Snake. Snake. No, I don't know. I don't know what they're doing. They should just go aggressive. They played the second Tremaine. They shift the Tremaine. Very cool. Never seen that happen before. They did it. They used their ink wisely. It was a shift 4. They have 4 ink left, and they did it. We can ink and then say it. Being on your be prepared. We want to see them. We get grab your swords, which doesn't do enough. Banish. Character with 5 strength and more. That's none of them. Robin Hood. Benja. And Queen. Welcome to the battlefield. Do they just well play us? Yeah, because they have Goat in hand. There's the Goat. Goat is 17. There's silly little Queen quest for 2. And there's the Fox to quest for 1. Never had a shot. I think we misplayed that game pretty bad. Like and follow.